Hello, everybody, and welcome to Weird World. I'm your host, Jeff, and I'm bringing you the latest about possible railroad strike. All right, seems like the rail union rejected a labor deal as the White House is now scrambling to avoid a nationwide railroad strike. Uh-oh. All right, let's talk about this. How's it going to affect you? The International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers said on Wednesday that its members rejected a tentative deal by its leaders intended to avoid a nationwide railroad strike. Uh-oh. The different unions, four of the nation's largest rail lines announced embargoes on certain shipments earlier this week as negotiations continued. The 10 of the nation's 12 largest railroad unions had tentatively endorsed an agreement outlined by the White House. However, IAM, which is the International Association of Machinists, which was originally among the 10 unions, has announced its members rejected the deal. IAM freight rail members are skilled professionals who have worked in difficult conditions throughout the pandemic to make sure essential products get to their destinations, the union said in a statement. We look forward to continuing this vital work with a fair contract that ensures our members and their families are treated with the respect they deserve for keeping America's goods and resources moving through the pandemic. The IAM is grateful for the support of those working towards a solution as our members and freight rail workers seek equitable agreements. Beyond IAM, the Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen, Smart Transport, etc., are currently holdouts. The Biden administration created a presidential emergency board via executive order. Well, he's just putting everything on executive order. 2 months ago to aid the negotiations, while Labor Secretary Marty Walsh hosted union leaders and rail executives on Wednesday. We have made crystal clear to the intended parties the harm that American families, businesses, and farmers and communities would experience if they are not to reach a resolution, the White House press secretary told reporters on Tuesday, adding that policymakers are working with shipping, trucking, and air freight companies to see how they can step in and keep goods moving in case this railroad basically shuts down. The strikes could begin later this week. If union leaders and rail companies fail to make a deal. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer said on Monday that Congress, which has the authority to block strikes, would intervene if needed. Yeah, we know how all that works. Supply chain bottlenecks driven by labor shortages and worldwide government lockdowns have impacted the American economy over the past 2 years, leading to inflationary pressures as consumers' goods fail to reach shelves. The daily cost of a nationwide rail shutdown could cost about $2 billion daily. According to a report from the Association of American Railroads, which noted that trucking companies and other alternatives do not presently have the capacity to carry freight previously handled by the rail lines. Oh yeah, they're on skeleton. There's no way so they can be able to do anything. Last month, the White House proposed increased railroad employee pay by 24% over the next 2 years. A measure that would lead to an average increase of $11,000 per employee. An agreement based on these terms would lead to the largest general wage increase in nearly 40 years. The Retail Industry Leaders Association explained that in a letter in July to the Biden administration that freight rail accounts for 40% of long-distance shipping volume, more than any other mode of transportation. A strike at this juncture would be devastating the rail industry and to the millions of American retailers and other businesses that depend on rail who are already dealing with ongoing challenges in every area of supply chain, plus mounting inflationary pressures, the group warned. Failure to reach a reasonable agreement could result in significant disruptions to the rail network and by extension, the retail industry. Yeah, the retail industry. Okay, they're just worried about being able to sell product. But what about shipping of food and everything else? And we're getting into fall. You know why? Because they care about it. It's because fall is here, right? And what happens in fall? A lot of people go buying stuff, for the holidays. And, well, if there's a railroad strike and nobody's getting the products, you don't sell. It's just that simple. All right, everybody, just letting you know what's going on. If there's updates and whatever, I'll be sure to be able to let you know. All right, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Like and share, please.